So I believe this match is gonna hinge on whether or not Turnip can alpha down MCU ships as fast as possible. And if he gets distracted, he's gonna have a really hard time. He is running with Electos, which are the bendy lasers, TM. They contain plasma armor destruction devices. They're derechos with no spread. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So we got toolbars for deck. Gonna be 10 seconds. Okay. So Daragon, bit of a new player, newer face, I presume. It's good to see. And if you are
absolutely
new to Space Engineers or StarCore in general, teams are always looking for new players to fill the ranks. Okay.
And new players to sub for them as well, because it's often the case, you know, most of us are adults. It's often the case that somebody is unavailable on a team.
And here we go. We are starting.
Plenty of teams have people willing to teach and, you know, mentor our newer members of the community.
We now, in fact, have a mentor role.
Yep.
And you are welcome to ask questions at the mentor role, and somebody will get back to you.
And even people who don't take the mentor tag, plenty of people will answer questions whenever we get them posted.
Oh, for sure.
Enough then. Let's see what we got.
All right.
Now, I have the mentor tag myself, and my speciality is scripting. If you have any questions, you are welcome to ask.
Chris breaking off from the main group a little bit. Looks to be taking a while.
Looks like the two big ships are sticking close to each other.
Now, Daragon flying the Clang Collector is a big ship, but he's very lightweight in comparison. Airs out early. Looks like he tagged Shorsh.
Shorsh was not fully expecting that tag. Took a bit of a hit. Not enough to drop the shield, though.
Chris seems to be moving around the outside of the arena here, firing Grims. Are they going to go through or into the blocker plate? Looks like they went straight into the blocker plate.
Ooh, he did not slot him.
Almost, though.
Close, but no cigar. Might need to get a little farther away from that plate, Chris.
Or above it or around it. Those plates really do split up the field.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes some long-range X-35.
Oop. Too far away.
I'm keeping a close eye on the garbage scow because I believe it will be going in for a ram as soon as one of the shields on the opponents have dropped.
I don't know, Enderoth. We very well may see a lightweight tater.
Paragon is exposed out in the open. Now that design can take a freakish amount of punishment, especially from some of these heavier guns. Whoa! Did you guys hear that?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, there's the Electos. Oof, those Thanatos are so loud. Bonk. All right. Adjust your ear pierces, ladies and gentlemen.
They like to announce their presence forcefully.
You're being fired upon. Do not resist. Chris has a lot of hydrogen. It's gonna be difficult to tag.
Even with the guidance on those Thanatos rounds, they are missing their target.
Yeah, they're not guaranteed to hit.
It's a very heavy gun designed to fight very heavy ships.
MC using them to good effect as Turnip traces Chris down. He's trying to focus on a single ship. He cannot afford to spread his fire out significantly. Grims are back out towards Turnip. He has turned away, not paying attention, not shunting for that. Huge amount of damage, maybe. Looks like he took it on some of the guns.
Heavy close range engagement. That favors the large ship here. Very strong. It's going to work at damn near point blank range, where they will hit to their full effect.
Ooh, listen to those Electos.
Oh. Wow.
Beautiful.
You know that.
Oh.
digging straight in, making big holes. So we had a missed Ares. White Skull on the back. Trying to do something about Turnip with his focus beams. Lots of MRM fire out. Some of it was just a little bit out of range.
His front now, he's decided to go broadside. Wise move.
I need to turn the game down here in a sec. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's go a bit down. There we are. A little bit less deafening. Sam Rem's digging to Turnip's rear. Turnip does not seem to be employing a lot of point defense, or any at all. Swing and a miss.
I would say a miss with those Ares.
Here comes some arrows. Now they do have a bit of an arming time. Firing their flares. They don't need them. Turnip doesn't have any point defense. Those arrows are turning around. They have been buffed in their maneuverability. And they slam into his rear. They do have identical settings to previously in terms of their damage. I tried very hard to do something about the drilling, but we work with what we have.
Okay. I will be back later. I'm being summoned to a fight.
Alright, Godspeed.
Shield's getting low on the big boy now.
Focus of Turnip is being pulled in all directions. MC is doing good work to keep their ships alive. Thank you very much, Darth, for that subscription. 211, let's go. Turnip taking those MRMs skillfully. Turnip does really need to focus on a single ship instead of spreading out, and it seems he has latched onto a particular target here as a bunch of arrows are fired. Those are the flares flying around, trying to distract point defense that just doesn't exist. They sure do look pretty, though. Turnip seems to have learned the secrets of shield bashing, but his shields are down now against Shorsh, whose shields also seem to be inactive. I'm not sure if he brought his own shields down to take this ram intentionally or not, or we just have... Yeah, I think we're just a little desynced on our tracker. Turnip has definitely decided which ship he's going to dig into.
On a ship that small with all those battle points though, I'm not sure ramming is at all a good idea.
The zone is now active as Daragon attempts to get into position for a ram. Oh, just about. We're going to see some friendly flying here. It bounces off.
Yeah, friendly flying.
Pole vaulting away. Focus beam on Daragorn, trying to pull himself into Shorsh. Didn't quite land all of them. Seems Chris is now refocused on Daragorn as Turnip is back onto Shorsh. Shorsh's shields are down again. This would have been the perfect time for Daragorn to come in for that ram that he wants so badly. Shorsh looking pretty worse for wear. Comes a swarm of MRMs directly into Turnip's rear. Turnip not bothering to shunt anymore.
With this outnumbered, shunting is tricky.
Shorsh appears to be pretty stunned as Turnip goes in for another ram. Oh, and his shields come back up as a bunch of blocks fly off of Shorsh. Seems a few pieces have been thrown directly into himself by his own shields. Here comes the arrows directly into Turnip.
Yep, that's heavy damage on Turnip.
Yeah, his thruster pack is starting to lose thrusters as Daragorn comes in for that ram. Beautiful! Perfect hit. And extremely minimal clipping. Did you see that? Just beautiful.
Just caught it.
Turnip is doing his very best to shut down Shorsh as Daragorn goes in for another ram with the Clan Collector. He's giving Shorsh a hard time.
He put integrity on for that.
I think his shields are down. Although, I would argue that his shields are best left off of integrity, just in case the enemy starts shooting at him.
Probably right.
And that's a GG, actually. MCE have
Ready?
captured the point. That's it. Game.
Well, nice tactical play from MCE then.
Looks like those MRMs had some trouble keeping range. This arrow's working beautifully. Well, we'll let this go on for, say, another 3 minutes. Just to see.
Try and get some cinematic footage then, mate.
Yeah. Big chunks of turnip falling off now. Here comes the sun once again, looping back around, in for their terminal. Oof. Come on, camera. Let's behave. I definitely need to add in a sound for cap out though.
Maybe some sort of fireworks from the center point.
Perhaps. I believe I can just play a sound globally. Seems this is going to be the end for Turnip. Well, it's already ended. Just a bit more fighting.
Tato meta, still very much unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed for now. Who knows what we'll see later. This was a much better match than it would have been had Turnip decided to fort crawl.
Indeed, it's hard to get excited over a ship just not moving. Both as a viewer and as a player.
Yeah. Turns into more of a stage hazard than an actual fight. Fired off 3 elective bursts the whole match. Way too many fixed weapons on the poor Tater. And I would tend to agree. His Thanatos didn't seem to be that great at tracking either, especially compared to his opponent Thanatos, so we'll have to investigate that at some point. Well, now he's getting that elective fire in.
He did slightly cover his Thanatos in the 4 corners. I wonder if that was the reason.
I mean, normally I'd say that has nothing to do with it, but at this point...
No, I was thinking preventing the initial gimbal, maybe.
Yeah, they shouldn't care very much because all the tracking lives on the projectile. The only thing it cares about is the target set by the weapon, so maybe it's having problems getting the weapon? Maybe it needs a bit more juice in terms of its tracking. One other thing, I'm happy to see them function. This turnip is finally cut apart and cut down. Alright, what's our next match looking like, Tibbs? Or wait, Tibbs is in another channel, isn't he? He's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm gonna have
So
to figure it out.
we're gonna have to restart Combat 1 and get the next teams in, right?
Yeah, that is correct. I'll mark in MCE as the victor. Alright, we're looking for Cybern and Op4 in Combat 1.